Mr. Hohne, are you able to tell us Ekapa's involvement in the entire operation in terms of refurbishment and repair work that is being undertaken?
Sure, Tabu. Several months ago, the MM approached Ekapa Mining in Kimberley to assist us with advising him on a technical basis on best practice to resolve his problems at the two water treatment plants at Riverton for Kimberley. There's the old water treatment plant built in the late 1940s, and the new water treatment plant built in three sectors since the late 1960s up to 1980. And as a result of that visit and taking my team, who I have here with me, some of my specialist engineers from our Ekapa mining operation, as a result of that visit, we recognized that the six clarifiers that we're standing in front of today were absolutely inefficient in that they had been extremely poorly maintained, and a lot of the mechanical equipment around them have totally failed. And after a long discussion with the MM and his engineers and us studying and doing a full due diligence on it, we believed that if we could get these six clarifiers working back to their design specification of a settling operation, it would make a huge difference in the water volume and the water quality going to the residents in Kimberley. So we made a proposal in terms of our responsibility as a mining company on a mining right in and around Kimberley to comply with one of our sectors of our SLPs and LEDs to register this as a community project. And we've now committed 12 million rand towards upgrading these 6 clarifiers back to as close as possible their original design capability and capacity. We arrived here early on Friday morning with our teams represented by my 4 very experienced engineers here, and backed up by another dozen engineers at our mining operation and 2 maintenance operations in Kimberley. And everybody is rotating, working around the clock, removing parts and components and refurbishing them and rebuilding them to recommission within days. We were horrified when we let the water out of these clarifiers at the amount of mud that had settled and had been abandoned in them, making them actually useless. So we mobilized our specialized earth moving team. You can see them working in the background there. We've dropped a couple of bobcats into the clarifiers and a big excavator, and we are lifting this old congealed mud out of them. And I'm very convinced that once that is done in the next few days, and we get particularly the scrapers back on the gantry booms of the clarifiers back into their obvious design, shape, capacity with the rubber scrapers on, these clarifiers will then do the right job. By them doing the right job, you will get so much less fines contamination in the water going to the sand bed filters of the main plant. But we'll also be looking at the flocculant system over here to make sure the dosage rate is optimal, and also the chlorination system to make sure that these clarifiers get the required dose of chlorine as well, which they haven't had for long periods of time. And that is why the quality generally of water has gone backwards in Kimberley. We will put all our efforts into it over this weekend with our teams, working closely with Sol Plaatje municipality. And I must say they've come to the party in terms of the workers and operators and management and the new engineers and the new municipal manager himself in orchestrating this significantly important weekend of upgrading the clarifiers back to full capacity, while they are working on the sand beds and valves, and also they are working with contractors on repairing the horrendous leaks on the main pipeline into Kimberley. I was told this morning with great excitement that they are ahead of schedule on repairing the major leaks, and that means that you could expect at least 20 to 30% more water into Kimberley than was possible in the last 5 to 10 years. Now, with these clarifiers upgraded this weekend, the volume will increase and the quality. and we will stay supporting and assisting Sol Plaatje as Ekapa Mining until we achieve the right supply of water back into Kimberley for the residents who deserve clean water and deserve an end to the nightly shutdowns of water. So we're very proud to be part of this program, and I can tell you that it looks like we are ahead of schedule. It is working very well, and our engineers are currently sandblasting and what's the right word? Zinc coating the scraper blades and poles to prevent further corrosion in the future. So we're going to refurbish these clarifiers, probably to an extent better than they were ever built in the first place, and that makes it a very exciting project. Thanks, Tom.